Today. I just gotta make sure everything's okay. Let me put the right place. I'm always cold down here, so mind the blanket. Let's see, go live. Make sure everything's good today. Today is not a bad day.
Good to see you. Thanks for the 500 bits.
Not a bad day at all.
Much love.
Here, 307 people that are followers on Twitch. I appreciate it. New followers every day means a lot. Definitely saw an interesting weekend today. Definitely an interesting weekend today, or this past weekend. Yesterday and Saturday and Friday. Just wait for some people to get in here before we get started. To 8 o'clock. Give me a second. Going on, Downfall? How are you? Calm that down. Rocking a blanket. Morning, man. How's it going, Matt? Yeah, I'm rocking a blanket. I'm always cold down here. I mean, I could put on a sweater, but then that also doesn't help out like my lower body. So many back. There we go. All right. Rise and grind, Matt. Yeah, I know. Always wanted to be a member, but I don't know if I can buy it on my phone. Also, doing great. How's your morning? It's going pretty well. You can do membership on your phone, I believe. If you have an iPhone, I think it's difficult to where you have to go to like the web browser and sign up there. But yeah, it's only $1 if anybody wants to become a member. Remember, at like 20 minutes, I usually close it up to members only and answer all the questions I can. Usually, the best time to ask questions is around either that time or in the beginning when we're just getting started, where we have 40 people or 50 people or 100 people. It's not really that much, not really that many comments going into it. But yeah, what we're doing today is we're going through a bunch of stuff. I did start to create a little bit of a watch list and on Webull. Also looking at things that are very popular right now, big movers that are making some moves. We have KRYS that has made a 115% move in the last, uh, actually has made a large move recently because it wasn't something that I initially had as the top mover on my watch list, but has made a pretty decent move. You saw this all the way up to $106 before, leveling out. And the way that it's leveling out looks pretty strong. It did fall back, have a solid retracement before finding some sort of consolidation. So there's a lot of different positions that you can make a move into. I'm a little upset with Friday because I I was supposed to make some trades Friday, but we had a bunch of things to do. Getting a tree and all of that stuff. Uh, Everything looks beautiful upstairs. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Ethorn. Best brokerage for long-term holding. Got some money. I want to put it somewhere and go back in 10 years' time where I'm not tempted to touch it and play with it. I suggest Fidelity. If you're looking for, are you talking about crypto? Just let me know if you're talking about crypto or stocks. Because if it's stocks, I would say Fidelity. Fidelity is a great platform. I love that platform. I have a video that has on my my channel that's one of the most viewed videos, where it has 160,000 views. and just talking about the platform. And I love that platform because you can get a um, uh, Roth IRA and put your money into a different fund that you can gain 30%. Um, no crypto, just stocks. Okay. Yeah, I would say Fidelity. Um, put it into like a Roth IRA and maybe buy different positions that you do feel can make a huge move in 10 years. Or just, put a lot into a Fidelity fund, which right now my Fidelity fund is gaining me about 34% in the first like 2 years of me having the Fidelity fund. I had other funds as well, but I think this is something that moves quite a bit, really aggressive in the beginning, starts to taper off at the end. Yeah. Do you think it's a bad time to hop into Sandbox? I haven't looked into Sandbox in a little bit. It's been a while. I was just recently looking at Krill to see where that is, and that's definitely making a move back. And I'm thinking about buying a little bit more of Krill. Currently have 150, but I want to buy a lot more because current circulating supply is around 40 million. So we'll obviously look into that more as time goes on. Let me just duplicate this so that I can bring up Sandbox. I also want to bring up Coin Market Cap. So let me market cap this, and we're gonna look up Sandbox. Do I think it's a horrible time to get in? No, I don't think it's a horrible time to get in. It is starting to creep up to the higher point when it comes to average. I know it's one of those popular positions that a lot of people do look into. Just understand that the circulating supply, there's 30%. 30% of the total supply is the circulating supply. So you're looking at about 1 billion that's there total. It can be diluted another 2 billion. So understand that that can actually have a factor in where the price actually is. However, it has a lot of popularity. The popularity that I do see in a lot of positions that are similar. You're seeing the volume that's up by 24%. Especially after everything was really down. So, do I think it's not a buy today? I would say you can definitely see buying opportunity today. I wouldn't say that you go all in. These are not go all in prices, but there's always a way to get your feet wet if you are interested in it. It's always great to have a foot in the door before it ends up making a move, because a lot of times you can wait for a pullback and it can actually hit a high price before it does eventually pull back to the price you want it to. So understand that. But yeah. Let's see. Just got into a new crypto called Doge GF. I looked into it, and it's a crypto based around a charity, so exactly where your money goes. I think you may want to do it as well. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely look into it. I'll have to look heavier into it. I know. See, I never like when you have a huge max supply. I understand you can gain a lot from it, and if you're looking to hold it just to support the cause, that's always great. You're seeing a very low amount of volume, $179,000 worth of volume, probably because you can only get it on. I was gonna say Pancake Swap, Uniswap, SushiSwap. That's pretty much it. Um, yeah, what are you looking at? Million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. So 690 or 69 quadrillion, 420 trillion. So obviously, uh, that's more of a meme play than anything, and obviously, just following the name Doge is still uh, considering it more of a meme play as well. But this is where it ends up getting tough. It's like you seem like you're getting in on the ground floor. You don't know what the actual circulating supply is or the market cap right now because it's not fully reported. Um, but it does look like something that could have a potential chance to make you a lot of money. So you just need some more information because everything could be out there and the market cap could be insanely high compared to other market caps that have started. So just keep that in mind as well. Uh, Tell us how to do LRC day trade. Tell you how to do an LRC day trade. Well, it looks like LRC, if it finds certain lows, I think it's more of a swing trade than a day trade. It's very tough to predict exactly where the LRC is going to go. And for crypto in general, it's very difficult for you to predict exactly where certain positions will go. You can see some um, other bounces. I just need some more like candlestick patterns. I can't find any charting that would actually give me um, beneficial information, like actual valuable information to break down a lot of this stuff and how things are moving on a day-to-day basis over a long period of time. Right? I want to see bounces off of so many different levels. I want to see touch points. When we go out a week, it's like it changes the line by hour and by day and all that stuff. I want to see it by minute, but over like 2 months. But we can't see that on Coinbase. So if anybody has any charting, please let me know, because that would make it so much easier to day trade and swing trade cryptocurrency. That's the only thing that makes it difficult for me. But you can see, while it is at some of these lows after coming back to $2.93, it's more of a swing trade than anything. You find certain levels maybe around that 270 mark, and it bounces off 270. You could see it get up to 311. You can make a decent amount of money from it. Just imagine if you had, 1,000 coins. You buy 1,000 coins and you wanted to swing trade it over a number of days. It gets to, or even the same day, jumps up, basically 20 cents, 30 cents. You're gaining about $300 just in that day trade alone if you wanted to play it that way. Now, it's just, like I said, very tough to picture this unless you have solid charting to break down whether it's in a bullish pattern or bearish pattern. So dead. I think I pulled 72 hours at the store this weekend. That's ridiculous. It's a long time. I just read that. Hero is a good buy. I'll have to look into that. The got sand. Too happy about it. Hey, thoughts on Rose? I know it will move soon, but the max supply is a bit worrying. All right, I'll check that out. Rose. So that it'll move soon. Currently at 31 cents. The max supply is around 10 billion. Yes, I mean, you can dilute it a little bit more there. I'm trying to see what platforms it's on. KuCoin, Gate.io, Binance. You got a lot of platforms that actually is on. So the popularity could be high, which it is, up 62%. Right now, the market cap is sitting around 1 billion, which does show a lot of room for growth. I like to look at that $1 billion mark as more of a level of resistance. Now, I don't know any of the detail of how often it gets to that $1 billion mark, or if it did just get to the $1 billion mark. But I usually like to see around that between 1 to 2 billion, somewhere around that. Typically, people will see that as a level where they gain 10 times or 100 times their money, you know? So just always keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and type it into here just to break that down. Rose. Hey D Rob, thank you for watching on Twitch. Digi Travis, thank you for watching on Twitch as well. I appreciate it. We got 4 people over there on the Twitch platform. Before I jump into this, let me go to my channel really quick. I know I might be playing audio in the background, but it doesn't matter. Let me put this here. Follow Twitch. Yeah, if you guys have a chance, if you have a Twitch account, please go over and follow me on Twitch. Get some water, my dude. I cough a lot. I sleep with a fan on, and once I start talking, it just happens. Water usually makes it worse. What's your opinion on Elon coin? I'll get into that. I'll try and get into that in a little bit. Ethereum Network Service is an excellent buy. I did look at that recently when it did launch on Coinbase, and it saw a little bit of a Coinbase push. But here we go. As we look into some of this data, I don't know why I wanted to go over on Coinbase to view this. Oh, I think I wanted to view like the popularity and all that, and I'm not able to see that. You can see the volume is up 61%. But either way, looks decent. I want to see how often it gets up into this level. So the highest point that it's gotten to was about 50 cents, did resist around 50 cents and fell down quite a bit before coming up. So I'll probably, if you were looking to make a move into this, I would probably wait for maybe a little bit of a pullback. It looks like a touch point of 31, where it currently is. Not bad. It did fall below that. So I would probably look for, yeah, it's around a good buy point, I would say. Yeah, how this is moving. I do need some better charting, I'll tell you that. I do. An Ethereum name service. I did look into that, the ENS a while ago when it was launched. When it was launched on Coinbase, and now it's up about 8% over the last week. It's up 73% over the last month. It's up 136%. So it has moved after seeing that initial jump. It has moved, well, it fell down and then started to move after you hit some of these lows. So if you found it at 41, you found it at 40, you definitely saw a decent sized increase to where you did double your money. Definitely looks like a good buy at only 20.2 million circulating supply. Shows a lot of potential for growth. Just notice that the total supply, this is only 20% of the total supply. So always keep that in mind as well. Hey, thought I just read that. Please get some order. I read that. Anchor. I love Anchor. I have Anchor. I still hold it. It's currently at 16 cents. It hit a high of 20 cents this weekend, I believe, or it might have even been Friday. But yeah, I'm all for it. I still believe in where this can actually go. It only has, what is it, six? Is it six? I think a total of 10 billion. But I think right now it has like 6 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I'll correct myself. Um, sorry, total. Yeah, total is 10. Right now it's at 8.2 billion. So we're looking at 82% of the total supply at 8.2 billion. This definitely shows a full possibility of getting to a dollar, right? And that's what a lot of people are shooting for. I currently hold 10,000, which means I would gain $10,000. I'll probably sell before that, just because that is a strong resistance point for a lot of these positions. I'll probably pull out at around 70-ish cents and probably be up about $6,000, which I'm cool with, and pull the $6,000 and put it into other positions as well. LRC up to 18 days hold time. Wow, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that at all. That's really good. 18 days hold time. That means that people are consistently holding it. The way that it's going to hold these prices is going to get stronger and stronger. As this hold time goes up, as the popularity goes up, you're going to see this hold time, or you're going to see this price fluctuation get like less and less. You're not going to see as much to where it goes from 318 all the way down to 290, back up to 318. You're going to see a level to where it stays from $3 to 310, which might not be good for a day trader or swing trader, but it's definitely great for people that are holding for a long time, so that they don't have that fluctuation where they're like, oh, I got to sell because it went down to 266. Like, obviously, that's not what you want. Yeah, it's definitely pretty risky. I just like the charity aspect of the coin and giving. Yeah, I understand. I didn't pin that to the message. If I have 100 people have to sell, then yes, I affect the market a bit. Sorry, I'm missing. You see the news about the Bank of China using the Loopring platform to aid their transactions? No, I did not see that. Your opinion about AMP token? I sold AMP at about, what was it? I don't remember what I sold it at. It might have been like 8 cents. But I sold it at a gain. I just didn't. It might have been 10. I'm not 100% sure. But I didn't see a ton of. I see potential in it, right? It's just not as much as I want. So for something like AMP, it has a big backing. People Love this position from the beginning. The problem that I have with it is the total supply. Because right now, you're looking at 42 billion, which puts it in line if you're comparing it with things maybe Cardano, right? If it has the popularity, it could be something like Cardano. Currently, it's 37th in popularity. That's great. However, there's 46. This is only 46% of the total supply. 46%. There's another 54% that's out there that could dilute the price, and that's in the billions. That's not saying like, oh, well, 50% is another 1 million. Like that's another like 40 or 50 billion coins. That's a lot. That is a lot. And that's something that bothers me. Even though we do have hold time, we have typical hold time, and I sold for a gain. I just didn't see enough in there. I can see it up to 20 cents, 30 cents, but then I can see it also get diluted as well. So I'm a fan of AMP. I'm just not the biggest fan of AMP. We have 162 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It does help out. Just here to send you a follow. I appreciate that, Mighty Mung. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. And we have 5 viewers over on Twitch. Feel free to chat away. I get to it eventually. Yeah. And also on TikTok, if you guys could hit the like button, double tap that screen, that would be great. Sorry, guys. I just cough a lot. It wouldn't be a Matt Perry stream without a bunch of throat clears. Take a look at MetaHero. It's still early, in my opinion. It has major upside, real world utility for the metaverse. I have to look into it. MetaHero. Always looking into new positions, and if I see it as a great position, I can always get into it. There's a lot of people that will that brought me, or there's one person that brought me farm, and I do believe in where farm can go, and I think that's going to be one of my biggest positions. It is my biggest position right now, but it is going to be one of my biggest positions in the form of gains. Like right now, the largest gain that I've had uh, probably was what, Dogecoin maybe. Can't remember exactly what it is. I gained quite a bit from Gitcoin, and I still hold Gitcoin. So technically, the overall gain is like $4,000. Um, so I think that might be close to it. But I usually gain in like smaller sums. Eventually, you'll see those things make a move because I'm buying in early to see the larger gains. So yeah. Well, Meta Hero, let's see, that's at 22 cents. Currently at 1 billion, which is around the lower end of average. This is self-reported circulating supply, which is something I don't like. But you are looking at a total supply that has about 50% that's out there, which is in the billions. So, yes, definitely has potential. I would like to know what the, instead of, I would like to know the current confirmed circulating supply, not just the self-reported circulating supply. Volume is up 355%, which is always a great deal. You can get it on Gate.io, KuCoin. There's other platforms that you can actually make these moves on. However, I don't know a lot of the detail behind it, how great the project actually is. And that would be great to understand um, how big the project actually is, how popular the project will actually get to. And you can see the volume. The volume's up 355%. I can make a move if I wanted to at 22 cents, buy into in Gate.io. We'll just we'll have to see. I think it definitely has an ability to grow. I mean, currently at 22 cents. Uh, yeah, yeah, I can see this growing to a level if it has that popularity, up to 10 billion or close to it. From my experience, Sunday best day to buy, followed by Monday. It seems that way. It does seem that way. All right, I'm gonna close this thing up to members only. Let's see. That should be good. I think it's closed up. There we go. Perfect. All right. Um, Gaiden Network. Does that have potential? Currently, the max supply is 70 million. Um, Circulating supply, sorry, 54 million. Think about 78%, which is really good. I like anything that's around 80%, of the total supply. Would love to see it around 99% or 100%, but you can't always ask for that. So what we're looking at right now is at $140 million market cap. I always like to gauge things and put a goal for things to get to the $1 billion mark. So you can definitely see this 2x, 3x, 4x, even 5x, right? In price value just to get to average. And currently you're seeing an increase in the volume of 184%. Where you can get this actually at, you can get it on KuCoin, Gate.io, Kraken, so many different platforms here. Not a crazy amount, but you do have a good amount of platforms to invest in on. And with the current price of 272, that's not bad at all. I wonder if we saw most of the volume happen in the last day, which we did, going to from $2 all the way up to a level of about $3, 285. So it looks like a good point. Obviously, you would be investing at a high point. So if this where you're getting in at this price, it would be more of like I'm trying to get my feet wet type of movement or buy point, um, just because it has increased quite a bit on like today's date. So seeing that large increase, you could be chasing it a hell of a lot because it's up 183%. But you can also see a large increase because sometimes you're going to see a lot of it to where it doesn't stop at 183%. You're seeing more consolidation, then you're going to see a skyrocket yet again. So it looks decent. It really does. It really does. I'll have to add it and look into it a little bit more. Potential. Um, Gaiden Network. I'll add that to a list here just to keep an eye on it. And it's on a platform that I want to be able to see some gains on, which is Gate.io, a lower end platform to where I would find something. Maybe it's introduced eventually on Coinbase and you see it skyrocket because it's only 54 million. 54 million circulating supply is very low. 70 million circulating supply is very low. Like I'm all for low supply. Join up, peeps. Santa will bring you a lump of coal for Christmas. Yeah, guys, we have 167 people in here. Hit the like button first. And if you guys are interested in joining as a member, please do so. Or if you want to go over and comment on Twitch, please feel free to go over there. Double streaming from YouTube. Thanks for your info, bro. Yeah, thank you for being here. There's no me without you guys. So thank you guys for being here. Good morning, Bad Kitty. Thank you for stopping by the Twitch stream. We got 8 people viewing over there. We gained another follower, Illness Trolls. Thank you for following over on Twitch. If anybody else wants to follow on Twitch, please feel free to do so. Right now, LRC is linked with GME, Alibaba, Grayscale, Bank of China. Would you say all that is priced into it right now, ignoring the COVID bear period? No, I wouldn't say all of it's priced into it now. I would say you have a little bit of speculation that's priced into it, but not all of that is priced into it. I think we're not even seeing the start to the actual popularity when that does end up happening. It's just like with the NFT for AMC. I'm sure everybody wants that NFT for AMC because it's something that's tied to a position that people hold, right? I think it will be very, very valuable, even though was it 86,000? I don't know how many in total. I didn't really go through all the detail, but it's going to be very valuable because people are going to really want that and hold it for a long period of time. So this is going to be the same thing with LRC, but we're not seeing that price yet. Thank you, Texas Crypto, for becoming a member, for becoming a Money Makes Money member. I appreciate it. Matt, did you see how AMC's website shut down in advance Spider-Man tickets? I didn't see that. I did hear something. I did hear something. I think it was on Discord. But a lot of times I don't get a chance to read all that stuff. But I did hear something, and that's definitely a plus. I mean, it's a plus and a negative. I think it's more of a plus than more of a positive thing than a negative thing. But I I love it. It means that people are excited for this NFT, and future NFTs as well. Thank you for sending roses, Beast Mode. I appreciate it. It means a lot. If you guys want to, double tap that screen, give me some likes, get more people in here, that would be great. Good morning, Matthew. It's good to see you getting more into crypto. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to really like crypto just because I'm noticing more gains that I can get, more potential for gains, faster movement. It's not too volatile to where I'm expecting like a loss every day, but I can find some of these low points and make some solid swing trades without worrying about the after hours market. With stocks, I have to worry about the after hours market. I know that you're seeing a lot of those gains within the after hours and pre market because you're not seeing a ton of volume go into those areas. And I think it's just so much better to get into something like this. And I'm thinking about buying another 100 krill here because it's at 195. If I buy another 100 krill, I'll basically spend like $200. Um, Thinking about doing that. Currently, I hold 150, so maybe I'll buy another 150. I don't get NFTs. Fancy selling some though. Yeah, I mean, I I get it, but then sometimes I don't. Like some of the like videos and stuff like that, like selling videos like of LeBron dunking or something like that. I don't I get it, but then I don't at the same time because anybody can really, yes, you own that and you can always sell that like back and forth, but I just don't see the value in something like that. Something like NFT of Spider-Man, right? The poster and all that, like whatever that is, I see a value in that. It's connected to a company that people find as very popular. Connected to that company, I guess you could say the same for LeBron dunking or somebody shooting a three or somebody a game winner or whatever. Um, but I don't know. I just see it more in the form of art than I do in the form of video, which could be a form of art as well. But I don't know. But not the copyright of that video. Yeah, they don't own the copyright. They own like the video, if that makes sense. If they sell out, I think like 10,000 of it, they own like 10,000 of that video, but you don't own the copyright of that video. So it's not like you actually own the video. The copyright still goes with the NBA or the NFL. So it's weird. Yeah, but I again, Texas crypto. I'm starting to love crypto because and it's something that I didn't like in the past. When I talked about crypto all the time, like when we first got into investing on YouTube, I always talked about investing. It's just it didn't really resonate with a lot of my viewers because most people wanted to see credit card videos or stimulus check videos or all that stuff. Thank you for the two more roses, Beast Mode. I appreciate that a lot. Um, Hopefully I'm saying that right. I can't even see. It looks like it's Beast Mode. Um, but yeah, as we got into the beginning of it, I would always say, hey, I'm not really into crypto that much because it's too volatile, and that was from history. It was volatile when I first looked at it, very volatile, and I couldn't stand that. And I like volatility, I just don't like that much volatility because even in day trading, you shouldn't like that much volatility because you can see a price go up a crazy amount and then instantly just pull back to a level to where it's just unheard of prices on the downside. Then you end up losing a lot. So obviously, I don't like too much volatility. I do like a little bit of volatility though. I like that now when I click and save an image. I'm a high class art thief. Yeah, I guess that's true. I think that's always been the case. Um, Thank you for the super chat. You gave me birthday cake. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate the super chat. It means a lot. or super sticker. I sold Gitcoin on Friday and made a little bit, only to see it go to 28. Yeah, I hear you. I sold some Gitcoin. This is why you should always take it to a point to where when you have a position, yes, it's great to take all your profit and find the highs and lows and be able to predict that. It's so difficult to be able to predict that. Thank you, Beast Mode, for the 8 more roses. I appreciate that a lot. Means the world. But yeah, it's very tough to see that because you can't really time all of the market to understand exactly where it's going to get to at its peak. Because from what it showed in history, it got up to $15, decreased from $15, and fell all the way back down to 8 or 9 or 7, right? Dollars. And then you see it skyrocket from when it did decrease down from 13, it went down to about 12.50, or I believe, and then increased to 20. And I was like, wow, okay, made a little bit of a mistake. That's why it's always good to not take all of your money out of the game. It's good to take a little bit out, or maybe a majority out to basically realize some profits. And then if it does skyrocket, you still have skin in the game. You still have something left on the table. This is what I always talk about, even with AMC. I think the most horrible thing for a lot of people is going to be selling everything on the way down, because just think about it. When it hits its high and it starts dropping, heavily, you're going to see so many people that try and sell in the hundreds or thousands that it's just going to drop and drop and drop and drop very, very fast to where you see gaps. And then the next time it stops halting, it's going to actually gap way, way more. And by the time you make a move, you might you might need to sell a market value or a market order right away just to basically get out of the position, because it's going to gap and it's going to halt. It's going to gap, it's going to halt. It's going to gap, it's going to halt. Like, that's just what you're going to deal with on the way down. And that's why I always talk about, finding different points to where you want to take a slight bit of profit, and a lot of people talk about it in day trading as well. I'm not a person that's for um, gaining the most out of a position that you possibly can, because a lot of times when you push for that, you gain the least. So just keep that in mind when you see the squeeze eventually happen or any position run. Let's say Krill is currently has 37,000 or 37 million, almost 38 million Krill coins. So you can actually see this get up to, let's say, Ethereum like levels. What if this just all of a sudden had a pump up to $5,000, right? If it gets a pump up to, damn it, what the fuck was that? That was definitely a spider. I don't know what the fuck was that. Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Anyways, um, so if you definitely see a pump up to 5,000, why does that remind me of like a movie or something? Like, the fuck? Oh no, it's the video on YouTube where the guy gets the bug caught in his throat and he goes, he has a complete accent change. If you haven't seen that, you have to check it out. Anyways, if this goes from where it is now to $5,000, it could be absolutely huge. And then what you could see is a massive pullback right away. So make sure, I swear there's something on me. So make sure you understand how to sell on the way up instead of just on the way down. Demonetized? I don't think so. I think you get like 3 F bombs, so we're good. But yeah, we'll see. Might have to take some things out. Are you sure it's a spider? Soon the scary music will start. I hope not. Like you're saying, demonic activity. Crypto spider. That's funny. The spider from the other day come back for revenge. There was no spider from the other day. I don't think there was, but someone's saying that there was one on my shoulder. Anyways, like a brown spider. I don't know what that means. But I appreciate anybody being here on all of these different platforms. Um, good morning. I've been putting money into some Loopring, Gala. I've heard Gala actually make a lot of moves, and now I feel like everything's tickling me. I feel like there's a spider on me every second. Um, I've heard Gala is really good. I've looked into it a little bit. I know where Loopring could. What's your opinion on Gala? Thanks for the. So yeah, Gala definitely has some potential. I looked into that as well. Let me actually just take a second and buy 100 more krill. Let me just take 1 second and buy 100 more krill. Just because at $2, I do think it's a good price. And even if it does drop a little bit more, again, this is like a getting my feet wet type of price here. Even though my feet are already wet there, it's going to be something that takes a while, and as it does decrease, I'll add more and more to the pot. So market, not do. Want to do maybe like $200. If I do like $200, I'll buy another 100. All right, boom. Let me go back here. Let me see where I'm at. So yeah, krill, I have $500 worth. I have 249. Come on now. Should have 250. Whatever. So currently at $2. I'll take it. I should have bought in. I think it was at like one. It actually fell a little bit lower, but because right now it's up 11%. Gala. That's what we wanted to look at, right? Really quick. Yeah, I looked into this when it was new on Coinbase. Currently 7 billion circulating supply. I don't know how much the max supply is. We do see that the popularity is up to 28. Hold time is around 4 days. Volume is up 2%. Not the largest increase in volume. Obviously, we're not seeing the biggest day. I think yesterday was actually not a bad day for Gala. So seeing this go from 60 up to 70 and then now decreasing. So it's on more of a decrease day. The last week, it's up 77% from 36 to 37. Um, yeah, right now the market cap is around 4.8 billion, which is hovering around that average mark, and more of the mid tier of that average mark. So I can definitely see this rise a little bit more. But for me, after all of this, I mean, I probably you can expect like way less of a gain. So yes, you'll eventually see a decent sized move from something like Gala. And again, I haven't looked into the use case too much and understand how popular this can get because currently 28th in popularity is not bad. It can definitely push it up a lot higher when it comes to market cap. So look for something around 10, but really you're only looking for it to double. And that would be up to about 8 billion, $10 billion in the market cap versus, seeing it go from 12 up to where it's going to get to at this level. So $1.20, $1.25, something like that. Replica, but it doesn't mean that you own the Mona Lisa and screenshots of the NFT will still is still worthless in context. Yeah, I understand. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Anyone in the chat familiar with staking in Coinbase? I'm sort of familiar with staking in Coinbase. Yes. What do you need to figure out? I know there was an issue over the weekend talking about interest and how to even gain interest on certain positions. And I believe you have to apply for it. I haven't done it in a while. I think it was like 3 months ago or 4 months ago. Might be less than that. But I think you have to apply for it and make sure that you are able to stake certain positions there and you agree to the terms and all that stuff before you ask away. Let's see if I can answer your question. Uh, this click other insects. I always figure out what's going on with my connection. Don't do that. Not today. Always figure that eating insects sleep depending on the person. I imagine the people that snore with their mouths open. Yeah, I don't. From what I understand, I don't sleep with my mouth open. So but if it does go in like your nose and all that stuff, different story. Just think it's protein. What are we talking about here? We're talking about spiders or are we talking about investing? What's going on? Come on. Not it says excellent connection. I shouldn't have any problems. Can't stake my Algorand. Can't stake your Algorand. So are you are you in the Discord group? Because if you're in the Discord group, I mean we can go through a walkthrough. I obviously can't do it here because I already did it. So I think you have to go to like once you go to I think like trade or you go to Coinbase in general, I think you can go down here and go to sorry, you might have to go to like assets. Um I can't remember exactly where you have to go, but you have to figure out how to get to earn the earn interest tab. So if you can get to the interest tab, then basically you'll be able to apply for it. I believe that's the case. No, you're not in the Discord group. Well, hopefully you can get through there. Hellcat, thank you for following. Paladin, thank you for following as well over on Twitch. If anybody else wants to follow on Twitch, please do so. I would love to get to about 500 followers, before the end of the year. That would be great. Meta Hero is on the move. Is it? Look at it. Let's see. Saying it's on the move. From the last time we looked at it? Or is this a new person bringing it up? Meta Hero is at 23 cents. It was at 22 cents, I think, the last time we looked at it. So good. Really good. How does BTC chart look? So I'm not really the biggest fan of BTC. The chart always looks good. You got to the interest tab? Okay, great. The chart always looks good. Don't say the spider is on the mic now. Come on now. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. There's no spider on the mic. You guys are something else. Thank you for following. So Becca, thank you for following. I appreciate it over on Twitch. Again, if you guys want to follow, feel free to do so. I would love to get to 500 followers by the end of the year, and I think we can do it. At the rate that we're growing, I think we can do it. We're gaining about 5 followers every day. I think we can do it. So it's good that you got to the interest tab. Let me know if you're able to figure out how to apply for that. Because I believe you just like select Algorand, and then you can add some on there if you wanted to. So I think Algorand is a great price to buy right now. I think it's at 160 or 170. Yeah, 177. It was great when it was at 150, and I called that out. I didn't put it on Patreon or Discord or anything, but questions versus thoughts. What do you mean? Thank you for following Big Steve. Oh, VVS. I got you. Got you. Got you. That's funny. That's funny. So again, self-reported circulating supply. Don't really like those type of moves. Let's see what we have here. So crypto.com is where you can buy it. The VVS Finance exchange is where you can actually make a move. Doesn't really have a lot of places to buy it at, but you are seeing 28 million in volume, an increase of 42%, while looking at about 50 billion in max supply. Currently looking at about, how does that make sense? Oh, okay. Wait. 50 billion in max supply, but then you're looking at a total supply. Okay. I'm not a fan of this because this is very confusing here. You're seeing about 445 billion in total supply. It's just way too high. I understand you can see some growth, and currently, I guess with the self-reported circulating supply, you're seeing a self-reported market cap of 61 million, which is great, because you can see a lot more going up into the level of low 1 billion $1 billion, $2 billion mark, right? You can see it double, triple, quadruple, 10x, right? Even 20x if you wanted to. um, but the problem is that we don't actually know what the true circulating supply is. So you see the price movement based on whatever the self-reported circulating supply is. So I'm not really the biggest fan of that. You have to obviously take that into consideration. However, it does have potential at whatever the market cap actually is now, 61.2 million. So yeah, yep. So let's see. Bro, I have to go. Thanks. Next time. See you on the moon. Yes, that's true. Morning. Polygon killer. Sounds gonna be a Polygon killer. Jay Will, thank you for following over on Twitch. I appreciate it. 173 people here. Hopefully the connection's not going bad here. Matt wants an Australian spider for Christmas. Bro, don't even. No, I don't live in Australia. Austria? Um, I'll take the strength of Blackwood on Twitter. OMG. So here's one to freak all gamers out. My best friend found a Black Widow headset on the left ear. Okay. Um, so that's why I don't wear a headset anymore. Well, now I don't wear it. I've seen so many different spiders within my house, and we just got a tree, a Christmas tree, and there were like a ton of spiders on it. A ton of a ton of spiders. And we were like, "What is going on here?" And I was the one setting it up, had my face all in the tree and trying to put it on the stand, and it was just a mess. But we were okay with it. Uh, obviously, getting all the spiders off that we can see, and if there's any other spiders, it's just going to add to the collection that we have around our foundation. So it's whatever. I check my shoes and they chill there. Oh, yeah, it's like that. A Hollow Earth world, Godzilla versus King Kong. Yeah, every time I go and I know we're not talking about investing here. But every time I go and mow the lawn, I have to like check my shoes because I've seen a spider in my shoes. Uh, I'm mowing the lawn shoes. Christmas spiders. Yeah, it seems that way. I thought that they would all be dead because it was so cold outside when we got the tree. That I thought they would just all be gone, and that's not the case. There was a lot there. So, and at first I thought Erica was hallucinating, like she was just seeing stuff, but it's not the case. I did see Solana as a buy at 188. Last time I checked, I think it was 183. It did go from 188 to like 183 from what I saw, I believe. I might be mixing things up, but I did see it at 180, and it was a buy. I didn't end up making a move. I do have about $3,000 that's free. I think, yeah, I have about $3,000 that's free to invest in places, but I'm leaving room for certain levels. So I want to see Gitcoin come back down so that I can buy more. But I want to see it come all the way back down, and I don't know if it will, just because it did increase a lot more than I anticipated. But I do still hold 100 of Gitcoin, and I'm comfortable with that. Even seeing that go to a level of 100 or $1,000, I'm 100% comfortable with where this can get to. Um, as I break down different levels, let me see if I have Gitcoin here, which I should. I have Gitcoin to understand the potential of where this can actually get to, and just know um, this is somewhere around, like right here is somewhere around average, right in this area, $100 to $500, somewhere around average. So if this can get to $1,000, obviously I'll gain a decent amount from that if it can get to $1,000. But that's obviously you need a large push in that position, and also you have more supply that's out there. So it's not all the supply is not within there. It's GTC. All the supply is not in there. You do have a total supply of 100 million, so it definitely can see a form of dilution. This is only about less than 20%. It's about 14% of the total supply. So that's something you have to factor into the overall situation as well. As it does gain popularity, you see more that can actually be introduced to the total supply. So understand that as well. But currently at 14.2 million, hopefully we can see the large move before before there's any type of dilution at all. um, are your launch shoes New Balances? 504s? No, I actually the funny thing is we went to a shoe store and we were picking out shoes and I picked out two like dad shoes. I think those were it. I don't know the numbers. But they looked like the typical New Balance dad shoes and then they also had the Nike ones as well. And I was like, these shoes look great. And Erica was like, no, don't even start. I was like, they look comfortable. What do you So if you see me in a pair of those, rocking the hell out of those, I'm telling you, I'd style those things up. I feel like I can do something nice with those. Leon, Hunkler, ADA, Chris seems like it may be a flashback of Wesker. Huge fan of games, and I hate ever. Are we talking about the Resident Evil? Is that? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man, it has to do with AMC. Have you seen the trailer for the new Resident Evil movie? I have slightly, not the full trailer. Only in theaters right now. Reboot when all of the games. Yeah, I'm interested in something like that. I was always interested in something like that. I felt like the movies and the games were too separate. But then they started to bring that into it, and well, now they're starting to bring that into it. It looks really good. So um, I'll check it out. Nike Monarch or the New Balance 504s are the Apex statues. Puma rules. Yeah, I'll have to get them. I feel like I can do something pretty nice with them. Do you think ORIA can go up to $400 with this bull run? Sorry for the coughing. Oops, I don't know why I typed that into Google rather than uh let's go over here and let's that's where what is ORIA? Thank you for the super chat by the way, but what is ORIA? Am I in the right area? Because I'm not seeing anything for it. You know the actual name for it? Is it ORI? Please help me out. Are you a member or are you not a member? Because it's 9 o'clock. I'll open it up just so that you can ask that question. But ask me that question so I can look at it real quick. After this, I'm done with any type of suggestions or anything. But yeah, please ask away. Doesn't look like you're a member, so maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Yeah, because I don't want you to have to spend money to you know write that question. I mean, you could become a member for a full month and then ask any question you want. Let's see. Right, I'm not seeing that. Or Aura change? Oh, I don't know why. ORAI. Oh, okay. It's backwards in the A and the I are flip flopped. Currently at $12.91, we do see a total of 2 million. So can this get up to a higher point of $400 just by looking at two things: circulating supply and market cap? Yes. The total volume that we do see is 154%. So this can make a huge move. Only this, I mean, this is only 2% of the total or max supply. But you are seeing the market cap in the level of 26 million, which is basically nothing. So you can make this move on gate.io if you wanted to. Popularity again is up 154%. KuCoin, Pancake Swap. I'll have to look into this because it does look very interesting just from that aspect alone. I haven't even looked in any detail yet. So, yes, I would say yes. I'm a very big fan of low supply coins, and even to the point to where it has a full like dilution, where you can dilute it down to 20 million supply, or up to 20 million supply, basically adding on 18 about 18 million, close to it, 18 million supply to the circulating supply, which would decrease the price. However, I think this is a really decent price. I would have to look into it a little bit more to understand the growth that it did have, and also where it could possibly get to. So yeah, $100 is where it was at in February, but I think you probably had some more platforms that you can actually add to this. But I think this is not a bad place to be in. So I'm probably going to get my feet wet in this position by adding maybe 100 or so, and or maybe even less than that. I would say 100 is not bad, but you can see this really run because obviously it has gotten to $100. But with more platforms comes more volume, comes more people seeing the possibility, and I have to see what this is all about before I actually make a move into it. But it's something that's definitely I can look into a little bit more. So yeah, I like it. Let me save this here. Perfect. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I answered a lot of your questions. Hopefully, you had fun in this last hour. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, please do so. Again, I'm trying to grow that to about 500 followers in the next month. So I have 1 month to grow it. We gained about 6 followers today. Average, we're gaining about 5 every day. So if you guys want to continue to support me and the streams and just everything in general, help me get to that goal. But I'm gonna get out of here. Also, wait, sorry. If you guys want to join the Discord group, make sure you guys join the Discord group. We have a lot of updates that we get for all the videos that I post. We have a lot of conversations that are going on with crypto, AMC, different gains and losses that we may have throughout time, whether I have $83 gain or $100 gain, or anybody else has gains as well. It's always great to understand what other people are doing as well. So if you guys want to be a part of the Discord group, make sure you hit that link down in the description. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.